Here we go, guys. So we're going to be talking about the second James Bond film, which, one of the interesting things about this film with Timothy Dalton is that it was already greenlit before GoldenEye got released. Because
you mean Pierce Brosnan?
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan.
This is the first one that's not even remotely based on anything from the books.
No, what Gary wanted to say, and I'm sorry I interrupted you, was that based on the fan reaction to the trailer, they knew they had the right stuff.
This episode's brought to you by Backdoor Beaver.
Oh, fuck that thing.
Oh, that? You want me to fuck that?
Put it away. Thank you.
Well, it's a beaver. After all.
Let's see. Manuel's back. She was here this morning for our members only video. So bonjour. First person in the house, of course, was Tom Baker. Tom Baker complaining that we're taking so long to start the show.
Dude, we have stuff to do. We had a morning show and we need to prepare for the show, so we actually know what you're talking about.
That's how much I needed my lunch. So anyway, this film was greenlit and it got rushed. They pushed it to be done quickly. And I think the film suffered for that in story. They got some great action points. I mean, that's really what this film is it's an action film. It more than anything, it's not your, and it throws nods left and right to other Bond films, including, of course, From Russia with Love, with the German blonde villain in this. It's a beast. Lifts Bond up by the neck. He's also a little bit Roy Batty from Blade Runner.
The funny part with this being Russia is that arguably this is the most realistic, evil Bond plot, because that shit actually does happen. Well,
it is based on a real
Which
incident.
part are you talking about happens?
News conglomerates that are basically starting wars for news.
Let me get to that. Even though the writer of this said that, what inspired him, it wasn't this. But I'm telling you, there's no fucking way he could write this and not be aware of the fact that there was a press war between Joseph Pulitzer and William Randolph Hearst, because Hearst helped push, and then Pulitzer too, helped push into war with Spain with the sinking of the Maine, the USS Maine, back in 1887. And I got to tell you, man, that was done strictly for yellow journalism. They wanted to make money, and so they started a war. That's a fact.
Yep.
They helped start a war on a lie. And they said that Spain had sunk the Maine. Fact. And here, I'll pull up one of the headlines. All right, here we go. Here's one.
Oh, and also Carver I'm pretty sure it's kind of obvious that it's supposed to be Rupert Murdoch.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he is Rupert Murdoch. It was proven later that it was, because they tried to play it off like it was, because they didn't want to get sued. That's one of them right there, one of the covers. And you had both Pulitzer and Hearst. Hearst gets the brunt of the blame because he started it. And it's just shocking that they would just go this far in order to sell newspapers.
Ruthless people making a profit.
They proved we couldn't trust the press. And you have to scrutinize everything now. And one of them, for some reason, I don't seem to have it here, said that it's big, bold letters, Spain, guilty. Just ridiculous fucking, it's unethical criminal. And what's the other one? It's just a lack of integrity to do something like that. And, so when you see that shit happening today, it's nothing new. Yellow journalism has been around for a long time. CNN's one of the worst at it. MSNBC right up there, but nobody watches MSNBC. And them are dying a slow death from yellow journalism. It's killed them.
Yeah, don't forget the invasion of Iraq. I mean, they were very much on the military side.
I blame Bush's guy, what's his name? Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
Cheney, and then the convincing, what's his name? The black general, I forgot his name, Colin Powell.
Colin Powell.
To do what he did at the UN. And man, we didn't look. I know that they had hits out on the Bush family. I get it. But the fact is, Iraq had nothing to do with Afghanistan and the guys who did what they did. Pakistan, too. Pakistan, as far as I'm concerned, just as guilty. But then again, I want to get back to this. So we got Tom Baker. We got Gambit here. We got, let's see, Deleted Scenes jumped in, and Martin jumped into the chat. I jumped into the chat. And then Emmanuel is here. And it's good to see you again, Emmanuel. Sasha Fred is here. Look at that. It's amazing how this movie came out the same year as the iconic James Bond parody, Austin Powers.
It came out on the same day as Titanic. That's something.
Yeah, it was December of 97, man.
December 19th.
And released on the same fucking day. And they both have sinking ships in it.
Box office.
And that's the amazing part is this film, when I kind of enjoyed how what's his name, Calvin, made that comparison of like Barbie and Oppenheimer. What did they call it?
Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
And he tried to come up with when tomorrow Titanic, whatever. Titanic dies. I don't know.
Titanic never dies.
Titanic never dies. And it's just, I'm looking, it's an absolute. I think this is the first Bond flick that I saw in the theater. I got to say one thing. This is one positive thing I have to say about it for Pierce, is that this was the first time he played Bond, and it felt like he was actually playing Bond for me. And it led to one scene in particular that when you go back and watch this scene, man, I shit you not. This is a serious fucking look he's giving here.
Another thing to add, the actual stealth.
It's so icy cold.
The stealth craft that Carver's in is a real, like, stealth ship. Like that style of design, so it doesn't show up on radar. That's a real boat. It's not something they made up for the film.
Right. So here you go. The other thing I wanted to show you is something I never noticed before. I mean, I saw it and I thought it was blood when he shot the fucking fake German. And here it is. Hey, Bush Fedden.
Hi, Bush.
What's up?
The Bushverine.
The Bushverine. Here you go. So what I noticed early on, but didn't realize, was that Anima saw it and she says, oh, they actually took the time to show the ejected shell when he shot him. And I went,
Sipping
I think that's blood.
Face.
So I went back and I captured both images, right before he fires and then right as he fires. And you can see it there. It's on the right-hand side of his face. And there it is. And on it, you can see the glare twice because it's twirling through the air. And that shininess is the reflection on the metal. That is the brass. And I was shocked when I saw that. I was like, oh, I always thought that was blood. No, that's a fucking ejected shell. Really good catch, Anima.
Thank you. I have my moments, or so I'm told.
Oh, I know that voice.
Yeah.
And it's Spooge. Death excites him.
If it was blood, it probably would have been an R-rated movie.
And by the way, the actor she's talking about is this guy. Let me find it real quick. This guy has been in so many movies. My favorite to date is the film One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And guy's a really good actor. And just, his name is Vincent Schiavelli.
Mm-hmm.
What a name. And he had a prolific career. Sadly, he died in 2005. He had moved to Italy to be with his extended family. And when he got diagnosed with inoperable lung cancer. But he was, Ghost was another great one with him. He was the subway ghost. Buddy? No?
No.
Yeah.
Thing is,
He played
I'm not too.
Go ahead.
I'm not too fond of that movie. I don't hate it, but I don't see any value in rewatching it.
Okay. It's not a movie I own. I've seen it. I'm like, it's a good movie. I'll never watch it again because it's too sappy for me. It's just not what I get into. But he was also John O'Connor, one of the aliens in The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai.
Mm-hmm.
God, he's been in so many fucking movies.
Is it just me, or are we having a weird echo?
I think there is some in the background, something in the background.
Hello? I don't hear anything. Hello?
Yeah,
I think it's in the deleted scenes background sound noises that he had.
Oh, okay.
There's also two things with this movie that are kind of out of character for Bond. One, he should actually know Mandarin because he specialized in Oriental languages, which they said in the Bond era. And two, he calls smoking a filthy habit right at the start.
I didn't like that. I mean, it's look, I hate smokers. I don't like being around them. But I always felt that way. I never liked smokers, and but I'm not anti-tobacco.
I think they just needed a one-liner for that scene.
Yeah.
So it just later the lighter scene was funny. The lighter scene was funny. That they should have just stuck with that one. The whole smoking filthy habit thing. Anyway, so Mikey Susie 4. Vincent Schiavelli, good hitman. Best line, I'm just doing a job. Bond, me too. Yep. Great fucking line. Welcome to channel. I don't recognize that name or avatar.
Oh, he's from deleted scenes channel.
Oh, I see the link. Okay.
Yeah.
And another one, Schiavelli worked a lot of, well, he is a character actor. He's not what you would call a lead actor. Isn't he in Last Action Hero too? I seem to remember him in that. Let me go look.
I think he might have been one of the actors in it. I mean, there was a lot of people in Last Action Hero.
What year was that?
1990,
1989? I can't forget which one it was.
It's like early 90s. It was like 92 or 93 for Last Action Hero.
All I know is it came out 10 years before its time. It should have come out later.
I think it was 92 or 93 because it got killed by Jurassic Park. I do remember that. I know, I like Last Action Hero. I get why it didn't actually do too well. Also, it's kind of weird to have the guy who's responsible for all the cliches it's making fun of, rewriting the script that makes fun of all the cliches.
Oh, by the way, Anima, he was in another film that you really liked called Harry and the Hendersons. He was Vic in that movie. Oh man, yeah, he was the organ grinder in Batman Returns.
Nice.
I don't really see big films. He was just a character actor, and he made a good living. Yeah, he liked and was good at playing odd characters. Oh, he played Vinovich in Lord of Illusions. I love that movie.
As I said before, this is the most realistic Bond plot of all of them, which is kind of scary.
And it's got almost nothing to it. All it is plot devices, and there's very thin story. And that's the weakness of this film, is it lacks a really cohesive story. There's no mystery to it. It's not like they have to figure things out. They figure it out in the first fucking act.
Yeah. That and another weak spot is the fucking title song, because this is so bad.
Yeah, she's got. Let me tell you guys,
she's
horrible.
She is just beside herself over that fucking song by Sheryl Crow, and I gotta agree, I don't like that song. I don't think it's a good song at all.
I skipped through it. I didn't even want to listen to the whole thing.
The song that was originally going to be put there was the song by Katie Lang. And Katie Lang, it's a better Bond song. In fact, they believed it should have been the title film because that's the one that the composer worked on with her. He actually took the time to write the music for that with her. And I love Katie Lang, man. I don't know if you've ever listened to Katie Lang. What a voice.
Just because she is a smaller name than Sheryl Crow, and Sheryl Crow doesn't know how to write a Bond song. She managed to stick to the blueprint for Bond songs and have it so not feel like Bond. It's amazing.
Yeah, and when you get to the end of the movie, you're like, why are they playing what should have been the main song at the end?
Right.
Anyway, so let me get back to some of these comments because I see some of the Vincent Schiavelli starting.
Yeah, Tom says it. That's exactly what it's like a bad Eurovision song.
Let's see this. I want to go back to this one. Hold on, where's it at? Here it is. Vincent Schiavelli. Now the name's getting so fucked up. It's Schiavelli. Yeah, Schiavelli.
Schiavelli.
And I'm trying to say his real name while reading it written wrong. Spell, motherfucker. Anyway, Schiavelli also guest starred in a 2-part episode of Buffy, Innocence and Surprise, which Angel loses his goodness and becomes Angelus.
Angelus.
The remaining villain of season.
Angelus, yeah, that's misspelled too.
Angelus, okay. So I never watched that show, but I did watch Angel. I liked Angel.
It's the better show.
I did.
And I really like Buffy, but Angel was better.
But Bond hesitates to touch Chinese keyboards. Hold on. Gambit, I talked about this earlier with the guys, and it always bothered me that they forgot their own Bond lore. You should know everything that's been on screen before you when you're writing your script so you don't fuck up.
I don't think they forgot.
One continued story arc. It's one.
I don't think they forgot.
I think they forgot.
They wanted to justify why the Bond girl is Chinese.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's cheap, I know, but
it's no sense. There's no logic to that. And he says, he sees the Chinese keyboard and he acquiesces, says, you go ahead. And by doing that, they ignore this line.
Sayonara.
James, good luck. Instant Japanese. You may need it.
You forget I took a first in Oriental languages at Cambridge.
He didn't say Japanese. That was an all-inclusive statement that he had studied their languages and could speak them and read them. So, that was funny. Another really cool fact, there's a lot of bit part actors in this film. And I don't know if you guys caught a lot of them, but one of my favorites is a little Scotsman. This is I think this is his first film. And you can check that out, Anima. See if that was his first film, because I'm not sure. Are you there? Are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, because you know who I'm talking about. I don't want to talk about it yet until you take a peek.
You know how slow everything is on my side when I have tabs open next to StreamYard, so give me a little time to find that out.
It's Gerard
Right.
Butler. He's one of the many seamen who gets killed at the
sucked into the ocean.
Yep.
You are horrible.
That's why you love me.
It's true. I do.
Oh,
Where is
another fun thing. Originally, they wanted to get Anthony Hopkins for the villain for this.
And he would have been better. He was actually signed on to do it, had an agreement to be in it, but for some reason, they couldn't seem to fucking get their shit squared away. And he got the first script, read it, and said, I am fucking out.
Well, like you said earlier, they were scrambling to get the fucking script together. And that's why so many characters are not really developed. Like Gupta being downgraded to henchman,
that don't do
you
anything.
Done things with that character.
Yeah,
Gupta
like the general.
Great.
Like the general.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Chinese general, it just has a walk by. It's so fucking weird. There's a character that could have helped build, because I got to tell you, her character is not very well developed. And in fact, one of the things I point out about her character is that every time she shows up, everything goes wrong for Bond.
Yep. She screws things up for him repeatedly. It's hilarious.
Repeatedly. And it's like, why he likes her, I don't fucking know.
Well, we know why he likes her. It's not because of her ability, it's because of her ass.
She does have a nice ass. She really does.
Yeah.
I had a crush on her too back in the 90s.
He was in a movie called Mrs. Brown and in the same year. So yeah, first movie.
Yep. This was the movie that helped put Michelle Yeoh into the international list. This and like Super Cop coming out around the same time in the US.
I loved Super Cop. That was a good fucking movie. Yep. And that she could, stand her ground with, and she's not really a true martial artist because she didn't study any, style. She doesn't have a degree in any of those styles. She just learned what she needed to do, but she had Chinese ballet behind her. And we all know Jackie Chan, that's how he got started, as well as his fat buddy.
Peking opera, that's what it's called. And they start them at a very young age. It's kind of similar to a lot of the K-pop groups where they train them from a very young age for this very specific purpose. And it's brutal as all hell. And not a lot of kids make it to the victory.
Hey, listen, the Chinese are in general brutal when it comes to teaching their children something, be it music or gymnastics, whatever.
Well, it is. If you ever listen
to
Jackie Chan talk about it in his biography, he talks about the brutality of what was done for them to learn to do the things that they had to do. And it's just fucking awful. And but she came out of that and she became an action star because of it. Now I'm going to bring this up now. Gerard Butler is leading seaman. Now that next name, do you guys know who that is? That's Al Matthews.
Nope.
Yes, Sergeant Apone.
Yep, Sergeant Apone. Plus, he was also the military advisor for Aliens.
He was a real Marine, right?
Yes, he served in Vietnam. Yeah. I know what I'm fucking talking about, motherfucker. Anyway, Michael Byrne, great fucking English actor, best known for playing Germans. In fact, one of the films he played a German was Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. He was the German officer. I can't remember what his rank was going after Indiana Jones with the
one with the globes that kept smacking.
He loves slapping. Yeah, he loves slapping those gloves. Now, most of you won't remember who Rip Torrens or Pip Torrens is, but anybody?
Nope.
Dude, he was the main villain in Preacher.
I didn't see Preacher.
Okay, our friendship is over. Really, the first season was great. I fucking loved it. Hugh Bonneville, anybody?
Oh yeah, I recognize the actor. But I cannot name him.
Yeah, he's the father on Downton Abbey. Great actor. And Brendan Coyle, who became his man in the show. Brendan Cole, great actor. I really like him. He was his wounded buddy from World War One, and he had trouble doing things, and so he made him his man. You know, his that's like not butler, but the guy who brings things to him personally and does things for him personally, goes with him when he goes places. That got kind of character in the house, and but he couldn't handle the job because of his leg. Plus, he's betrayed by some of the staff who didn't like him. I want to go back to some of these comments, though. God damn.
We need to get the slideshow started, Gary. We're late on that already.
Let's start.
We'll start the slideshow. I want to get to these fucking comments, though. Writer Albert Lanier, by the way, welcome to the channel. Even though you're coming through, I wanted to call you by your name, and then I forgot your fucking nickname. Deleted. Yet Tomorrow Never Dies barely works. It's interesting that the Bond movies, with close to realistic plots and premises, never become the big successes of the Bond canon. That is interesting. To me, the greatest Bond film ever made, the best Bond film, will always be From Russia with Love.
Oh, yeah.
Everything in the script, the development, the villain, the fight, all the action, and the mystery and suspense of it. The thing that sucks here is there was a planned scene where he had to climb a frozen waterfall to get to that location, and they weren't able to shoot it due to safety issues. But you see something like it in the opening of AVP. And in fact, oddly, one of the actors in this was in that. Yeah, he was in that. Colin Salmon. And Salmon was one of the actors. I do believe he tried out for Bond.
Yes,
this character.
I wanted him to be Bond so badly.
I think he would have been great. I really do.
He's also a favorite of Paul W.S. Anderson.
Well, yeah, because there, boom, I'm going right to a film with him. His version of the video game,
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. He was my favorite character, and I got so fucking upset when he died. And I'm like, yeah, that's really fucking cool, cutting him up into little tiny cubes. But fuck you, man. That was a great fucking character. That guy should have made it to the third act. Cocksuckers.
But yes.
There's another actor.
We didn't catch it in the slideshow. M has one of my favorite lines of all time Bond here, because the Minister of Defense says, sometimes I think you lack the balls for this job. And she looks him in the eye and says, yeah, but the advantage is I don't have to think with them all the time. And that's such a good comeback. I mean.
Yeah, and that's when Minister of Defense interrupts him. Okay, you two. Go to your corners. And Jeffrey Palmer is Admiral Roebuck in that scene, the one she's having words with. And as I recall, did they not do a TV show together?
I don't know.
I think they were married on one or something like that.
Yeah, they were married on a TV show. And I cannot fucking remember what it was called for the life of me. I know I have seen it because I watch a lot of crappy fucking British shows. And great ones too. Wait, I want to go back to that. What was that?
But no, they do a good job with the whole thing of like they actually have kills for missiles, because not every movie gets that part right. It fails.
Yeah, I hate this joke here. I just can't stand it. It's like, fuck off with that. I'm not a smoker. In fact, I'm pretty anti-smoker. But fuck that. Russia Love is my professional judgment, one of the best of the Bond canon. Period. Yeah, I agree with you, Ryder. It is the best Bond film. From everything. One, it's really took from the book. Two, it's structured. It's really well structured as a script. They even made a change to it in the film, so you get to see him throughout the film, the villain. And originally, he showed up at the beginning, and then you don't see him again until the end of the book. They changed that for the movie, and it works, where he's following him. He's always right behind him, ghosting, behind him, shadowing him.
My friends.
It wasn't Faulty Towers. I don't recall. No, I don't recall both of them in that. No.
Fuck you, Kyle. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck you, Kyle.
Hi, Zax.
I love
do
one
this.
question by Calvin is like, how did they get all this shit up there? There's no road.
Yeah, right.
There's no road. How the fuck did they get that stuff there?
Yeah, but it is a great action sequence, especially
It is
with
her
him
in
shooting the
introduction
mist.
to
The-
Western
He couldn't have
audiences.
survived any of that.
Lester, by the way, welcome to the show. I don't know if this was Prime, Yeoh, but it's up there. And I would say that this is Prime because this was her exposure to Western audiences. And it made her a star.
She was already.
I
big in
love
China,
this scene,
yeah.
by the way, this fighter scene.
Yep. Oh, it's
I love
a
the
great
end of
thing.
it. I love the end of it when he ejects the pilot into the other plane above him and then says backseat drivers.
Yep.
Cracks
It's
me up every time.
it's a great it's a
Wow,
great
Sherry.
challenge for the character to get over because he's being attacked from behind, he's being attacked in the air, and he's trying not to crash at the same time.
Steering the plane with his knees, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, the lovely Sherry.
Okay, here
Hi,
it is.
Sherry.
It's called As Time Goes By. It was a sitcom. Came out in January of 92 and ran all the way to 2005, starring Jeffrey Palmer and Judi Dench.
Oh, Bush says that he sends you a new F.U. Kyle clip.
We already
Oh.
have 5. Zach is
South
the only
Park
one
has-
who does have more than one video.
South Park has tons of them. Just Cartman alone.
Yeah, Cartman always say, "Screw you, Kyle. Fuck you, Kyle." Yeah. That's one
Yeah.
bitch. Big fat bitch. She's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world. She's the biggest bitch if there ever was a bitch to every little boy and girl.
He's a bitch to other boys and girls.
Speaking of bitching, read that.
What?
That's one of your guys.
Rilla's random
deleted
thoughts.
scenes.
Hey, keeping it down over there. You're interrupting my martini drinking.
I know you gotta say it's like, hey, keeping it down over there. You're my martini drinking.
I think the end is supposed to be a space. Keep it
Yeah.
down. But yeah, that's funny.
No. I need to have that up for a while.
Hold on. I'm looking, Bush. I'm not seeing anything from you.
Oh, kitty.
Where did you send it, Bush?
Yeah, Bush.
I have nothing from you, buddy. Did you send it to my personal account? Because otherwise, I can't see it. I don't have that open. I
Yeah,
don't
you
open
guys
the,
need to stop doing that because it distracts Gary from doing the show when he has to go hunt for messages.
Yeah.
He says, "Sorry, I have fat fingers. That's why I get told I have ham hands in the comments." So what you're saying, Gorilla, is that you've got banana hands, or you're ham-fisted.
That's
As a
okay,
gorilla,
though.
you can
I'm-
say banana hands, and it's funny. And if you say
Bush says
ham-fisted, it's accurate.
Bush says X.
I'm looking. I don't have a damn thing from you, man. Let me refresh.
Good thing we
If you send it to
retype all this.
PCM, I didn't get it. You have to send it to me because you and I talk on my private account.
I mean, we're ignoring the Shell Crow song, so that's always a good thing.
Oh, that song is so bad. It's an insult to Bond openings.
Well, I think the problem, Tom, is with the right song, it feels right. So if you go on YouTube, go find opening titles Tomorrow Never Dies with Katie Lang. And it's a completely different feeling opening. And in fact, I'll go find that for Anima so she can actually feel good.
Well, I know the song. What really bugs me, and I learned that
No,
through
it's the whole
watching
intro.
Calvin's. Yeah, we learned that through watching Calvin's video about this movie. Is that they put out the CD, the soundtrack, and that song is not included on it. I'm like, come on. First you put it
Okay.
to the end of the movie, and then you don't even add it to the soundtrack. What the fuck, guys?
Bush went Italian New Yorker. Forget about it.
Forget
Forget
about it.
Hey, Escuch. Testadora.
Now, this is one of my favorite villain
I love you,
devices
Sherry.
ever. It's completely ridiculous, but the controllable saw blade missile. That's just awesome.
No, it's no, it is not. It is a lot of bullcrap. Oh my god.
No,
it's an amazing death, though. Come on, that is the printing.
No. I buy that anime. He said an amazing death for Carver, but that shit cannot move that way inside the boat.
No, it can't. That's what I'm saying. It's bullshit, but it's awesome.
No, it's not.
Let it go and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's a you problem then.
Here you guys go in the private chat. First, I'm going to put this in the private chat for you guys. This is the video with the opening change to being the Katie Lang song with the visuals. And it has a whole different feel. Whole different feel with her song.
The other one is just the
there it is.
song.
There's the link, Anima, so you can go watch it.
Thank you.
And I'll share it with you guys in the public. Here you go. This is the edited version of the intro with Katie Lang's song included. And again, I got to tell you, one of the greatest things about this movie, and really all the way up into what's his name, Craig, is the composer, because it was a return back to
David
John
Arnold.
Barry's style of composing with David Arnold. David Arnold went back to classic Bond. None of that disco, none of that dance club sound with his themes. Instead,
and he included it in action scenes and made them even better.
Yeah, absolutely great, man. I got to tell you, I fucking love that guy, David Arnold. And you know him for films. Of course, he did the movie we did the other day, Stargate. But he did Independence Day, and he did all the Bonds up through, I think, Skyfall.
This was his first. This was his introduction to Bond.
Yeah.
Okay, in the private chat, there is a link to the clip that Bush wants you to see.
I don't know why I don't see it.
Stop worrying.
It's just weird to me. Like, why isn't it showing up?
Oh, we have Killy Chow.
Hi,
Hey, Killy.
Okay, I'm downloading that. That's pretty good. Straight up audio, though. I didn't see any video. Hi, Keely Chow. How you doing, buddy?
That's a great one. They do the extreme close-up on his eyes so you can just see how deranged he is.
That's a good word to describe him, deranged.
Because you can tell he is just on a power trip the entire movie.
The
Then
guy
he gets
bonkers.
even more crazy as we go on.
One of the funny
Craziness
parts
goes
with the main villain is worst typing on screen I've ever seen.
Oh my God, yeah.
He types the way Michael Biehn drives on camera. Go back to every movie where he's driving.
He's just hitting
I'm
random
going in a
keys
straight
with one
line.
hand.
Now,
It's
he's
so
fucking working that wheel. And fucking Jonathan Pryce in this, man, he's hand coming up off the keyboard, just clacking away.
Oh, I'm sure he said, like, no matter what's going to happen in this movie, if it's a bum or not, I'm going to have fun.
But yeah, he just loves his visage everywhere.
Yep.
And he is, because you brought this up earlier, Shinatsky. He is, oh, there he is. That's the stepson of Albert Broccoli, and he is the step brother to Barbara, and he co-runs Eon Productions with her.
Yeah, this is supposed to be
And he-
Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Rupert Murdoch, and they're like, oh no, it's just they're based on a lot of different. No, it was all Rupert Murdoch. Them taking a shot at Rupert Murdoch.
Because they didn't like his tabloids. And the
And
British.
they didn't like his conservatism.
Yep.
It's a politics thing. It's always a politics thing. They'll say it's one thing. No, it's not. It's about politics. One thing that I find familiar with lefties in particular, not liberals, lefties, is when they hate somebody, it's always over politics. And liberals aren't like that. You know, old blue dog Democrats, because it's what I was for years.
You hate people over politics, Gary.
I don't hate them, but I hate talking to them. It's a difference.
Hey, Connie Clear is here. Hello, Connie.
Hi, Connie.
Hi, Connie. I do hate communists, though. That's a fact.
As everybody should.
There you go. Yeah.
And by the way, I tagged you earlier, Martin, and I'm curious. Did you see that?
No.
Stuff going on with Venezuela? Oh, dude.
Fuck. Dude.
I tagged you. Man, our Navy is there. And, you know, Venezuela, Maduro's out there bristling, you know, talking about this, and he's got his generals out there bristling. It's like, you don't want this. You really don't want this. You don't want this. Don't tempt fate. Because, yeah. Right now, people in our military are getting sick of shit, too.
We are derailing.
Gary hates politicians. No, that's true. Because you and I have talked about that before, Bush, that I'm not a big fan of politicians. And if you say you're a politician, automatically my opinion of you is dropped. It does. It's just an automatic thing. It can go up as I get to know you, but the odds are you're a piece of shit.
Well, the problem is the bureaucratic class is insulate from any consequences for negative actions. So why do a good job?
Well, that's the problem. So once again, we get back to not just yellow journalism, but journalism that's unethical and dishonest, which is what we've had polluting all the mainstream media for years. It even happened to Fox. Fox got polluted by that shit.
Not only that, but if you notice at the end of the movie, they also bring up the fact that, yeah, the intelligence agencies do their own bullshitting with the media as well. They go, oh, we'll just say he fell off a boat, which, by the way, is a reference to Robert Maxwell's death, who there's a decent chance probably was killed by certain government groups.
Oh, I'll guarantee he was.
Hello, JPR.
I was reading comments. Who?
JPR.
JPR
PH1. Remember him or them? And you said that you were going to call them JPR?
I don't remember that.
Oh, I do. Because I said, yes, that's easier. Yes, JPR it is.
I don't know. I'm just not recalling Japer. I don't know that. What, Shanowski, do you know what it is?
What?
His name?
Shaper. The person on the bottom of the screen, that's their name.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off, man. You guys are talking about something not saying the guy at the bottom of the screen. Fuck off, man. You guys annoy me. Okay. Hi, whatever that name is. I remember that now. You lost me because you didn't mention the person at the bottom of the screen.
I knew
that. I would have had some sort of context to understand what you were talking about.
Goose Fraba.
I know this name. How do I know this name?
They're all in Steven's chat. So
yes.
No, I know the name Mara Kitty. I know the name Mara Kitty. It might be from Twitter. I don't know. But I know that name. Hi, Mara Kitty.
Meow, Moira.
Of course, Connie. We had a real popcorn geek, good buddy of mine. We talk movies on Twitter all the time.
Oh, he knows his shit.
We rarely disagree. He's got, I like the cut of his jib. He knows his shit with movies. They frequently do with Hugh. Oh, I love this scene. He's acting like he's with Avis.
I do love this thing. Are you going to need X, Y, Z? Yep.
Are you going to need fire coverage? Probably.
Intrusion? Yeah, sure.
Just all of it. And then he gives. By the way, there is a scene there. Okay, let me go back just a touch here.
Yeah,
this is important. That there is a open crate behind them with a live jaguar in it.
Yep, because that was gonna be a joke. It's like, did you get me a jaguar? Opens up.
It was, because when they walk in, he drops the crate, opens, and this jaguar roars at him, and he goes, "You got me a jaguar?" And he goes, "Sorry, different
Wrong assignment."
Wrong assignment. And I'm like, what the fuck is with the jaguar? Like, did you do something to it? Like, what the fuck is that? That was a wild fucking deleted scene. But you still see it. It's like, it's an unexplained moment in the film, but there's this fucking jaguar roaming around behind him in the same kind of crate that's been opened.
He was probably going to give the jaguar laser eyes or something.
Yeah, right?
Jaguars with frickin' laser beams.
Yeah, jaguars with frickin' lasers on their heads. Jaguars with laser teeth.
Because
it's
why
always
not?
fun when Hugh gives Bond new gadgets. And this one is especially
I like
funny
it when he
because
gives him the gadgets that are only needed for one thing in the movie, and then they're not useful anymore.
But this mobile phone is a multitasker. But the
Yeah, he
funniest
does
part
two
is that
things with it.
Hugh made the car to be remote controlled, and he sucks at driving it, and Bond is a natural.
Because he's good with touching women.
I hate it when they make him a Gary stew.
Say what you're gonna say, Gary.
No, is yes, that's where they lost me. That was the whole movie. Was the opening is the only thing good. The whole part where he's taken prisoner and tortured. The rest of it was crap.
I
Fucking
don't think
Madonna.
I've seen that one.
I hate
And
Madonna's song. Fucking can't stand her in the movie.
Well, she can't act, so if she's in the movie, that's the reason why I haven't seen
He's
it.
in the movie.
Yeah. And that's why I didn't watch it.
And what sucks is he has a sword fight with what's his name? Good actor. He was going to be Doctor Who.
Toby Stevens.
Yeah, Toby Stevens. And he's the villain in the film, and he has a sword fight with him. And Madonna's the main instructor. It's like, whatever.
I do admit, I'd like to see
accent that she talked with for a while when she was married to Guy Ritchie.
I would have liked to have seen whatever assignment he was on when he left Terry Hatcher in bed.
Yeah. What was so fucking important that you had to leave Terry Hatcher behind?
This
that
dumb
was the most
bitch can't even
unbelievable
remember.
part.
She can't even remember fucking James Bond. The name. It's so simple.
Yeah, well, he fires
names
her
by
later.
themselves are monosyllabic.
She is not a good assistant because he's already angry with her, and then when the satellite goes down, he fires her. He just needed one more reason to kick her out of the job because
odds are he probably had her killed later.
Probably.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, that's the gambit. Toby Stephen plays Gustav Graves. Yeah, look, man, there were so many things I liked in that film and so many fucking things I hated. And that's where the movie derailed. And that's why they went into panic mode. And then they just recast and rebooted.
Yep. And the real shame, though, this role was originally supposed to be played by Monica Bellucci, and Pierce Brosnan fought for her.
He wanted Monica Bellucci.
He wanted her, yeah. And she didn't like being in this movie.
Daniel Craig, because she is in one of the Daniel Craig films. Was it Casino Royale?
No, that's Ava Green.
No, what was
Casino
she was
Royale.
in the the next one. No, not the next one either.
No. Trying to remember.
What?
I'll
What's
just
the
look it
question
up.
again?
Monica Bellucci.
I don't think she was in any of them.
No, she wasn't.
I would have remembered that.
Again,
have
the
that movie-
problem.
I would
The
have that
problem
movie
with Carrie
playing on
Hatcher's
loop.
character is that she didn't want to be in the movie. She took it because her husband wanted her to. So he could say he was married to a Bond girl and then they divorced. And she didn't like the character. She said it felt artificial and there's nothing.
Yes, she was in
it.
fucking Spectre. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, she's the one that gets killed in the beach, right?
Yeah.
I didn't say anything, so
She
stop
does.
fighting.
No, you said she was not in a Bond film. Fuck you.
I was talking about this movie, so don't you attack me.
Yeah, and
I
I
didn't
saw
hear you.
Spectre
I heard-
one time,
I
and I
heard
hardly remember it.
Fucking Shanatsky. Fucking
I-
smart ass mouth.
Yes, Gary being
all
a
of
dick.
that
What a
can
surprise.
just be reduced to this, Gary.
Fuck you, Shanatsky.
Yeah.
I was
Always
wondering
fuck
if you
you
remember
by
you had
everyone.
that.
Madonna sang a lot of 80s movie theme songs, Into the Groove, Desperately Seeking Susan, Crazy for You, Vision Quest. Live to Tell is the only one I liked from the movie At Close Range. That movie,
Yes.
that's a gut punch of a fucking movie.
Yeah,
Mm.
I agree. Both I like the movie and I like that theme song.
It's the only song she ever wrote that I like. You're probably thinking Sophie. No. I'm thinking exactly who I said, Monica Bellucci, and she was in Spectre. She portrayed Lucia Sciarra.
All right. I'm going to have to watch Spectre again then.
Well, we're going to do it, so yeah.
Okay.
They have zero chemistry on top of everything else. There's no chemistry between Brosnan and her because, like we said, Brosnan wanted Monica Bellucci and then he ended
She's
up
only
with her.
there because her husband wanted to be married to a Bond girl. So
Yeah.
she took it. He didn't like the script. She didn't like the movie.
And it's so weird because they introduce her as somebody from his past and there's just no chemistry making it believable that they had a relationship or fling or whatever in the past.
Define exactly what made it stupid. If you don't like it, that's cool. But if you're going to call it stupid, I challenge you to explain yourself.
I didn't even see Spectre. I gave up after Quantum of Solace with the Craigs, so I haven't watched.
I have my reasons.
Skyfall, as much as I enjoyed that film, it was kind of stupid because it doesn't make sense. This guy uses pure logic to plan everything out. And what is his end goal? A shootout in a courtroom.
Oh wait, that's right. I did see Skyfall. I completely forgot. I
All
saw
this
it.
fucking shit to just have a shootout in a fucking courtroom.
I think they were just trying to make him into the Joker because the Dark Knight was so big.
I don't know, because it was really good up to that point. And then the train coming through, Daniel Craig was like, that was a bridge too far for me. I'm like, that was perfectly timed to the exact place. That was odd. And then, like I said, the villain's main drive is to go have a shootout in a courthouse. Just, it was so stupid. I enjoyed the rest of the film. That was stupid.
If he wanted to kill M, why didn't he make sure she was in MI6 when he blew it up at the beginning?
Well, that's a good point.
Well, to me, Skyfall should have been where they ended it. That's where Craig's career should have ended as Bond. Going past that was just dumb. And I did not like those films. Loved the casting, terrible writing.
I think they went lazy with him because casting a new Bond is quite an ordeal, and they figured, yeah, we can use him a little longer. So
He's really popular. He makes us a lot of money. This is the scene where he fires her right here. I don't know. You're fired. And then, of course, he should have looked at somebody and they should have fucking shot her. It would have been fucking funny. Or dragged her off to be shot. That would have been funny to me.
Yeah, he
Just
probably wouldn't
firing
shoot her
her.
in public, but definitely have her
He still
dragged
should have
somewhere to
showed
be
something
killed.
like that to just show how ruthless he was.
Yeah.
Like him walking by, like you're fired. Turn to that other dude with his hand on his ear. Go. Take her somewhere.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
know one. I got one. He goes
would've been
fire on her.
Not in front of so many people, no.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen Spectre, but I know that's the first movie where they could actually do Blofeld again. So I guess they wanted to go big on him because they finally got to use the character with his name.
It's
Yeah, when we get to Spectre, I'll talk about that. Yeah.
I kind of said that the thing I'm
Will
looking
Popcorn
forward to
agrees.
most.
By the way, he agrees with it being. It feels inspired by The Dark Knight.
Yeah. I am
Oh, I'm
looking
sure
forward
it
to
was.
the Bond video game they're doing though, because if you've ever played Hitman, it's very James Bond like, especially with the infiltration and the
I have
parties they
never
picked.
played it more than a few seconds because I was at a friend's house and I sat there and did some stuff. Oh, that was pretty cool. After that, I never played it again. I don't know why. Because I like games like that. I like what was it? Tom Clancy's
Splinter Cell.
Michael. Yeah, Splinter Cell with Michael Ironside. I
Yeah.
fucking love that game, man. Sneaking around. We kill somebody, you drag them and hide them. It's like that was fucking great.
You have to say it like Arnold. Sneak around.
Oh no,
Dude,
Hitman is literally like you work on figuring out how to abuse and manipulate the AI. It's awesome.
Now, this scene troubles me for what happens later because it is clear in this conversation that he is aware that she has been with James Bond by the way he says barely.
Mm.
You know,
Yep.
I barely knew him. Barely. Well, I think you should go get to know him better.
Yeah,
And so
he's
he's
pimping
doing that.
her. And
That's
then
exactly
he
what
gets
he's
all
doing. He's pimping
upset
her up.
when he gets the CCTV
He
thing.
gets all butthurt like a little boy.
Yeah.
He says, we need her to have a visit with the doctor who's going to kill her because she knew him from before. Well, you already fucking knew that. And there's no way he didn't know she had an affair. He vets everybody in his life. That's
No,
who
I
this
think-
guy is.
I think hearing that she knows he sleeps with a gun under his pillow made it obvious. Yeah,
No,
she really did
that came
sleep
after.
with him and that upset him. Yeah, but that's what makes him want her to die. In this scene, he basically
childish.
thinks her like, do whatever you need to do to get information out of him. And then later, his
So
guy
he's been
plays into
sitting there.
CCTV footage, and he is
He's been sitting-
you still sleep with a gun under your pillow, and that upsets him.
So he's been
Sorry.
sitting here this whole time waiting for someone to show up with his gun out. He's been ready, drinking and sitting with his gun. And instead of someone coming there to kill him, it's her, which throws him. And then he understands, oh, you've been sent here to pump me for information.
That to me is
Wait.
one of the funnier things from like GoldenEye. M is like chastising you're a sexist dinosaur. Next movie, have sex with the
Pump her for information,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I
I know
mean,
you're going to anyway, you know?
she knows him a little better now, and she knows, well, she is not okay with every of his tactics. It works. So yes,
Val
Patton
had
was
one
his
good
way.
comment about this when he said, well, I guess she's just loosened up a little bit because they're all drinking in that scene.
Yeah, no, she's not drunk.
They're all drinking in the middle of the fucking day.
She still personally doesn't approve of his methods, but she knows they work. He knows what he's doing, and yeah, she's
Dude.
not good with it, but it works, so fine, do it.
Oh,
The
so
best-
as long as
the best
Bond keeps
moment.
the trains running on time.
The best moment of this movie is with Moneypenny.
Can we put that
You
banner
always
down,
wear
Martin?
a cunning linguist one.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was a-
Thank you.
That's like there. It's like I imagine at this point, Bond's gonna like you guys are getting a little too okay with this. It's like, oh, so you're gonna bang her, right?
Now, Tom brings up something important here because he's talking about the director because the previous director, I just forgot his name. Fuck.
Campbell.
Martin Campbell.
Not Glenn. But Roger Spottiswoode was brought in. For some reason, he left to go direct the movie The Mask of Zorro. And it's a good movie. I like the film. And they brought in Roger Spottiswoode. So it's like, who is this guy? Well, he's actually done some fairly good movies as a writer and director.
And different genres, too.
He wrote 48 Hours. He made the film Shoot to Kill as a director. Mm-hmm. He directed Turner and Hooch, which I like that movie. And I'm talking about films he did before making Bond. He did the made-for-TV movie And the Band Played On, which is about the breakout of AIDS in the gay community of the 80s.
He made a really
The one bad movie he made was Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Oh, yeah. That's so fucking bad.
That's the movie that Arnold tricked Stallone into being.
Maybe.
By the way,
maybe they tricked Spottiswoode too. I don't know.
By the way, Gambit.
He did direct Under Fire, which is a great film. Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
What's his name? Nick Nolte and a friend of mine. Oh my God, I just forgot her fucking name. Played Zora in Blade Runner. Man, I'm getting tired.
Joanna Cassidy.
Yeah.
Okay. Gambit is given his reason for which he thinks Spectre is. You are on the three. Oh. Start here. I agree with most of them. Well, all of them. To be honest, I think there are more.
It's borrowed
reasons.
from Ian Fleming's own life, which I thought was it's weak, tepid, but that's it's not stupid. It's just I don't think it's great. Blofeld, daddy issues because his parents picked Bond over him. That's plausible.
That's point number one.
Envy is a great drive for some characters. Blofeld reveals himself to him and is his French mistress, that Leah, whatever her name is playing in the most half-assed way imaginable. That's is that in? Wait, which one is this?
Inspector. Wasn't he also responsible for everything that happened?
Okay, first of all, that Blofeld's that doesn't happen in Spectre.
Yes. He's in Inspector. It's the only movie in the Craig run that you see him. And it's Christoph Waltz.
Let's talk about that when we actually do the movie.
Yeah.
Or I have a better idea. Let's talk about Bacalacadaga Street.
Do we have to?
We are bound. We are bound by word. So.
And now here's the great irony. He successfully infiltrates. Michelle Yeoh infiltrates and trips the alarm, ruining his job.
She always does throughout the whole movie.
Sander, if I run the video, if I look for the video now, I will lose the screen. The slideshow.
Okay,
I will run it later.
Movie in my head. That's the problem. I have Spectre confused with the other film. What is the film right after Casino Royale? I kept thinking
Quantum of Solace.
Yeah, Quantum of Solace is what I was thinking of. That's why I'm getting so confused. Like, wait a minute. That was the dude, the fucking, what? That was the French dude. What? And now I'm like, oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Spectre. Yeah, I'm not that big a fan of Spectre.
No.
This is, again, Michelle Yeoh's character gets him into hot water when he was doing just fine. He was going to get out of there. Nobody's going to ever know he was fucking there. But in the process, he does break a $300 million satellite out of spite. I thought that was funny.
Yep. I just love that she's climbing down the side and she's just waving to him.
Yeah.
So,
it's like, yeah, I know I fucked you up, but I got an easy way out. Bye.
You were right. Spectre is I'm sorry, I got it confused with the previous film. Spectre is, I would say it's stupid, but it's dumb. And it's some dumb shit in it. So, man, I was really confused by that.
But Blofeld should not be responsible for the events of
Look at
Casino
her.
Royale.
Look at her. Look at her. Yeah, she's so fine.
Yeah. Oh, one cool thing that they did do, she actually used her own stunt team later on in the film when she has the fight in the safe house.
And
she
all
has.
of them are smaller guys, but still, in real life, they would have kicked her fucking ass. She needed a weapon for that fucking fight, and she's trying to do fucking kicks and hits that wouldn't hurt a guy.
She
Even that
apparently
size.
choreographed that herself, but it doesn't really look good, I have to say.
Yeah, that sweep she does on the guy on the table, sloppy. Her blocks are terrible. She's got them too close in. You don't do that. You don't hold them close. First thing they teach you in martial arts, keep your blocks outward, because when it strikes, you absorb it, and because you get it too close to you, you hit yourself. It's just sloppy. But she's not a martial artist, a true martial
She
artist.
eventually got better at it, lots better. But yeah,
Oh, by the
Calvin
time
said
she
she's
did
showing
Crouching
off.
Tiger, Hidden Dragon,
Yeah.
yeah, she was beastly with the sword.
But that's why I'd say when Calvin was like, yeah,
Man.
she's showing off her martial arts skills, I was like, she didn't have them yet, really, back then.
Yeah,
So-
Tom.
Certain Asian cultures, we talk about it all the time. Black don't crack. Well, it's the same thing with Asians. They can be 20 years older than they
And
look.
they look. Yeah.
The thing that's like,
And I gotta say, Lee Mubai had water for blood.
I don't know,
Who?
the
Chow Yun-fat's character, Lee Mubai.
Oh.
Remember the
I've got 5 terrorists going southeast on Bakalakadaka Street.
We owed him.
yeah. No, the cliche with Asian women is that they get super tiny when they get into older age.
Oh, they
concentrated evil.
Yeah, like they shrink
Concentrated
down.
evil. Don't
Back
touch
in
that,
13.
Tom. Dad, that's concentrated evil. Huh?
Boom.
This is a great fight scene. I really like this. And it is, by the way, there are great callbacks in this film to other films. This is the callback to the ski scene in Honor Majesty's Secret Service when he dumps the guy into the fucking snow blower thing, whatever that thing was, and or wood chipper, whatever the fuck that giant thing was.
It's
and
a
you see
snowblower.
the blood and snow spraying out. I'm like,
It's a
that was in a
snowblower.
1960s James Bond movie? God. That was what, 69? Still, man, that kind of gore in a Bond film.
God
They'll
damn.
No,
print anything
there-
these
there-
days.
there's the
That was a
line.
good line.
They'll print anything these days.
I
They
like
fit
his
into a drawer.
one-liners.
Tom Baker, that's evil.
As a person who actually would fit into bigger drawers, I'm insulted now.
By the way, I told my my first boss as an artist. That was Selling Power magazine, still the #1 marketing and sales magazine in the world. And the owners are Gerhardt and Laura. Say the name for me.
Geschwandner.
Thank you, because I can't say it that way.
God
Anyways,
bless you.
I have known them for 40 years. And so I got in contact with them a while back, but we just had a recent conversation, both Gerhardt and Laura. And I told Gerhardt in passing, I said, oh, by the way, I'm engaged to an Austrian girl from Vienna. Then I sent a photo, and he let me know that, if you fall in love with an Austrian woman, that's it. You'll never want another woman in your life.
I hope so. And Gambit, we keep pointing that out, so duh, Captain Obvious.
And
Yes,
if
we
you
do know that, Gambit. Thank you, buddy.
and Gary, if you do, animals cut that bitch.
Yeah, that's right. When they get older, they fit into that fucking Tom Baker, most racist thing said tonight. But anyway, let's get back to this film. But if you guys get to discuss Spectre sometime around, you'll know what I'm talking about. I think it's scheduled. Is it scheduled?
I think
it's
it's one of the movies
scheduled.
we're doing. We're doing 4 of the Craig movies, if I remember that correctly.
Yeah,
I'm
so Spectre would be the last one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
Why?
Casino Royale,
Quantum,
Quantum of Solace, and then Spectre.
Skyfall.
Oh, Skyfall. No,
too,
we're just
yeah.
doing those three. We're doing those three.
Oh, why?
Alien.
Don't you want
I
to
thought
do
it
the
was
last
fun.
one in which they kill Bond? Ah,
Yeah.
Ah.
I've
Why?
seen it, by the way. I'm trying to find that edit where they fix it and he doesn't die at the end.
Oh, this is it. This is it. The fake German.
Yep.
Yeah,
I do love that setup though. He walks in and they're playing the newsreel talking about his death as
Well,
he
yeah,
goes
first
He
in.
does
First
the
they talk about
classic
her death.
actor trying to do German that doesn't actually speak German, and he says Z. This Z.
It's
as the.
Mickey Mouse.
The easiest thing to spot somebody playing a German who is not German is that he's using ja all the time. Nobody does that who speaks German. We really don't.
Watch out for Kaufman.
We extend our sympathies to Miss Carver.
I mean, it's pretty fucked up. He walks in there, sees her dead. He's on the news that she was found dead, yada yada, and he pets her hair or something, and then he hears that a mysterious unknown man was found alongside, and he's like, oh shit, they did for me too. And then entry fake German.
I'm surprised they go to such a length because most times they don't really have a reason not to shoot them, but this is like, we need him to open the car.
It's so funny, yeah, because he's in the middle of menacing him and hinting at torture and shit, and then he gets the message that they need him to open the car, and it's just interrupting him and taking him so out of it. That car is evil, man.
But I like how he acts embarrassed with Bond, apologizing. Oh, I'm sorry. I think this is all unusual. I shouldn't be doing this, but they need you to help to open the thing.
Yeah, we have to postpone your torture for a little bit.
I work with morons.
And at least one of them really speaks German, by the way.
Yeah.
So there is some real German in this movie, but also a lot of bad German.
Now, I don't think there's any.
You know something here because I haven't had a chance to say it before, but Götz Otto that plays Stamper.
Götz Otto, yeah.
You know, I've worked with him.
Really?
Iron Sky.
Huh. I remember him from. Gridlock, which was this kind of a made-for-TV wannabe Die Hard. He's one of the bad guys in that.
Won't surprise me. It's like you've pissed him off.
Make him tell you how to open it. The scene.
Tom, he's not a hitman. He's a torture master. So talking is part of his job. He's not in for the quick kill.
Oh, I know. He monologues like crazy.
Yeah.
This movie is like most of the dialogue by the villains are just simply monologues.
But with him, it makes sense because his torture record is 52 hours. So talking is part of that, believe me.
Look what Tom says after that. I will tell you about my childhood. My first victim was my uncle.
What?
Listen
It was
to
not
the
the Dachshund Otto? I'm surprised.
I will sing for you the song of my people.
Oh my God.
Sing like Yoko Ono.
Please don't.
I don't think any human being besides Yoko could make that torturous noise.
Oh no, nobody can. Just her. And speaking of monologuing evil guys, Carver himself, he's monologuing and then his own exploding ship gets too loud for him to be heard. I found that very funny.
This is probably my favorite car sequence in all of the James Bond films, though.
When he's literally backseat driving, yeah, that's great.
It's like he's having a blast doing it.
Yeah.
And every level there's something different. They fire the missiles. I love when the guy fires the rocket and it goes through because they blew out the windows earlier. So he just goes like kills the guys behind him.
Yeah, who fires a rocket through a freaking windshield?
And then he returns at the end, which is just the Pistarezetan.
Oh, that's the one thing that I didn't find really good is that this garage door, he blows rockets at it and it doesn't open. What the fuck? I've been to garages in my life and the doors are usually, you can kick them in basically. It's an aluminum sheet, not more.
It would probably throw off its hinges kind of deal if the metal was too solid because it's just a chain.
Yeah, and this scene is where one of the guys yelled something in German, and Gary wanted me to rate the German. I said it's so bad I can't even understand what he's saying. So it's unrateable.
You give it 9 out of 10?
No. Yeah, 9. Like, no. The joy on his face when he goes over the spikes and then blows the tires back up. He's having fun with his car. Driving it to its death.
Listen, every man has the fantasy of just driving a car in like a destruction derby type environment. Just smashing it up. Blowing things up.
I don't know, maybe.
I don't.
One thing I don't like about the car, I mean, it's hilarious that Q gives it a female voice because he thinks Bond is more likely to listen to a female voice. But why does it have to have a bad German accent? Just because it's a German car? It makes no sense to me.
Does Q know who Bond is? Bond listen to a female? Right.
I find it funny, but why does the female have to... Yeah. Yeah, congratulations on the safe journey. Of course, he returns it into an Avi's shop. That was funny.
Oh yeah, he's like he didn't kill anyone, but obviously movie logic.
And of course, here's the scene where we get Joe Don Baker back, Wade, and also the scene that Al Matthews is in, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he's in the plane. Once you go up there, there is a problem with that scene. Because they're getting ready to do a halo jump and they open the back end of the plane. And I noticed this after Anima asked, like, wouldn't they get sucked out? I'm like, no, they wouldn't get sucked out. But shouldn't they at least have masks on? I'm like, yes, they should have masks on breathing. Anybody that's in that fucking cargo hold could absolutely, because they're fucking exposed to the open air where there's low oxygen. So yeah, they would all have masks on. It was crazy. I'm like, yeah, that was a bit of a fuck up right there.
I think this is the only time Pierce wears the Navy suit. And like they've only ever shown it like 3 times.
Yeah.
Well, 3 times in the entire franchise.
In 60 years, yeah. And he looks so good in it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, they want Bond in a tuxedo most of the time, I think. Or an action gear.
Yeah, and then just Joe Don Baker just disappears after this movie.
Actually, I found that whole scene dumb because one, he would have asked Bond while getting on the plane, has he done a halo jump before? And an agent like Bond likely has training in that. And the whole explanation dump here is for the audience. And it makes Bond look weird because of course he would know all that shit. He wouldn't have to be told that. But the explanation I have for myself is, listen. The guy instructing him is American, so he has to do it so he can't be sued if something gets wrong. That's what I'm settling for.
No, the thing I find funnier, they go, it's like, wait a second, we're saying a Black Ops mission. Should we kind of remove all the United States stuff off him? Whoops. Sadly, that is probably more true to the military. I know.
What are you looking up, Gary? Hello? Host of the show, are you with us?
Hello? Guys? I'm still working here.
Now, yeah, this is, I think, one of the scenes Tom Cruise saw and went, I want to do that, but even more over the top.
Well, there are
than Mission
huge
Impossible.
nods to the James Bond film. In fact, this movie is replicated later in the last film when the Final Reckoning, when they go to the sub. That whole sub scene is based off of this scene right here. By the way, that's fucking blue screen up to this point. That scuba diver is blue or green screened in.
They did a nice little job on that then.
Fuck
I think
yeah. That's the cleanest I've ever
blue
seen.
screen back then, I think.
Well, in the 90s, they started to transition to green for chroma key.
Yeah.
But that shot of him with the ship in front of him, that's a miniature. So the diver is superimposed over it right here. And I'm like, look at those edges there.
Not only that, but the ships at the end of the movie as well. Like, the Royal Navy was not called in for this film. So every time you see them, they're miniatures. And they're really well done because you wouldn't know.
They are well done. Oh, Penny is finally caught up. She was listening on warp speed until now.
Was it worth it?
I hope so.
Hey, I like Penny.
No, I'm asking her, was it worth it?
Like, was it worth not just jumping in, but listening to the whole thing on warp speed?
Now, I do wonder how the heck she figured out this, because she doesn't have the tracker or anything.
We
She's
don't
just kind
know.
of there.
We really don't know how she knows that, but she immediately fucks things up again.
Oh, she does apologize at the end of the movie.
Yeah, but she gets him in trouble again, like she always does.
Yeah.
Oh, we get a thumbs up, so apparently she likes what we're doing.
Yay!
Oh, we love you, Penny. I don't know why, but I really like underwater scenes. I know many people have problems with them because they are slow. If they really show people underwater, because it slows down your movement. But I like underwater things. I like the feeling of it, the atmosphere.
I'm going to pause it just for a second because I'm going to show you the work I did that included Guts Otto. So here you go. This is just 3 pages out of the entire graphic novel.
Wait.
Yeah, put us to the
Yeah.
side. Yeah.
That's him there. And he sent me.
Very cool.
He's the one who sent me the photos so I could draw them into the book. I worked along several of the actors to get photos from them. The only actor I didn't have any contact with is him. The guy on the left there.
Yeah, man. I mean, heck,
What's his
that was a
name? He
Bond
played
villain.
Dracula in Andy Warhol's Dracula. Still alive.
Udo Kier?
Udo Kier. Thank you. His name just escaped me for a second. And Udo Kier is in the movie. He plays the Uberfur. And by the way, you'll notice that when you see the insignia on the arm or the band on the arm, there is no insignia on some of them. And it was something we went on about whether we should even have that in the book. And so I showed them what it would look like without it. This is actually that page I sent them. They said, no, put it in. It looks weird. And I went, yeah. It doesn't make you a Yahtzee to draw one. Unless you draw like one. Then it's bad.
Oh, yeah,
That's
just
why
ask Steven Spielberg.
I try not to draw and paint like Adolf.
Yeah, you're much better than that. You would have gotten into art school in Vienna. He didn't.
Well, I would have slept with the professor.
You would have what?
Oh. He said he was slept with a professor.
I would have slept with the professor.
Yeah, you were talking
The
over him,
art
Shanatsky,
department.
and you were drowning him out. So I couldn't hear.
I got to tell you, it was so easy for me to get into art at Eastern Illinois University because the fucking head of the department was a close friend of mine. We drank together all the time. I feel bad for this guy because he's like, I don't know what to do. Oh, and he gets shot, and then he's fucking dead.
So the problem with Yeoh was that people did not see his work. I'll be here all week, people.
What's funny is there was this joke where if you show somebody a painting that he did, and if they like it, tell them you like something by. Then you say the name, and it's like what?
I think the real reason why he was rejected was that he was already known for being against Jews and for his shitty ideas that he had, and they just didn't want to deal with that. So he eventually left Austria because we were like, no, not here, dude. Go be crazy.
Yeah, because his problems with them started in the trenches, World War One.
You didn't catch my quote, Gary. I said, go be crazy someplace else.
Okay, yeah, go be crazy somewhere else. So Kevin McClory absolutely was a pain in the ass. And I'm glad, look, I hate saying this about another human being, but I'm glad he's dead. But I'm sorry for what Eon did with it after he passed, because we got crappy Blofeld. Great actor, terrible representation. Yep. And in fact, he was at risk of losing it back in the 90s. And he threatened to make another version of Thunderball. He's going to remake it again.
Yeah.
That guy's a nut job.
I'm glad they flipped him off by killing off Blofeld, who is not named Blofeld, but is clearly Blofeld with the fucking cat and all his injuries.
In fact, they even had an actor with that attached earlobe.
Yes.
When you see him from behind, he has that attached earlobe, which they compared to the Habsburg lip.
They made it so obvious that it's Blofeld, and then they kill him at right at the beginning of the movie, saying, fuck you, we don't need him to make a great Bond movie. So that was good.
Oh, I do. One of my favorite stunts in the entire film's coming up in the next scene, the helicopter jump.
Oh my God. Because a lot of people complain, she just died. It's like, no, man, look, he already mourned her and he was done. He got up. He says, back to business.
Yeah.
When he got up and did what he did, walking out of there, that was him saying, back to business. I'm done with this. I've let her go. Moving on. So when he chuckles in the car before his ingenuity was funny. I liked it.
He's probably going to mourn her some more once he's done with the mission, but he is back on the mission and he needs to focus. So this has no place in his head right now.
Actually, one of my favorite moments in any film, by the way, of that, where somebody has died, and then there's this moment where, oh my God, we should all feel good and cheer. And right as they go, smile, they go, oh shit, our friend died. And he gets somber again. Is at the end of Clear and Present Danger. When Ford gets rescued at the end, surviving, and they kill that motherfucker, the gangster, and they get him up in that helicopter, and they're all like, ha ha, yeah, ha. And you go back to like, fuck, man, what a day.
This jump is
I love this scene. I really do. Ripping his face in half.
Yeah, and they don't know what it's going to hold. And of course, it doesn't go all the way down. So they have to bash in a window. Nobody thinks about opening it to help them. They're all
they're just looking at him like,
staring.
what are you doing? Crazy white lady or crazy white man, Asian lady. So, okay, I want to point something out too that Anima pointed out, that there's this weird line when they're approaching this building at first. And he makes a joke that I didn't understand it. Neither did Anima. Like, what does that even mean? I never really thought about it. What does that mean? And so I tried to look up Oedipus, Oedipus Rex and all that. Like, what does he mean by Oedipus complex there? Because it's not about a mother. Like, I don't understand that.
And that's how
it did
Freud
say
defined
that
it.
Oedipus Rex himself was very vain. So I'm like, well, maybe that's what he meant. But then later we found out he didn't say Oedipus. He said edifice. He has an edifice complex.
It's a
Which
play
means
on
building.
words.
Yeah, it's a pun. It's a
Yeah.
fucking pun. It's a dad joke.
But Oedipus complex, defined by Freud, is being in love with your mother and having fantasies like that. And it just took me
Yeah.
out. But yeah, Oedipus makes sense. The other
Yeah,
one.
And of course, it's the exterior of an imposing building, as I recall, like a big building. Like that is the edifice. And so then I get the joke. Oh, he's got an edifice complex. Yeah, I get it now.
Well,
It's like,
edificium in Latin
I didn't
just
get it
means
before, but then
building,
I got
so-
it. Again, BMW, major investor. After
Yeah, and
GoldenEye.
this being handcuffed while driving, also in Mission Impossible, the Dead Reckoning
Yeah.
Part 1. Only it was a car.
He is so sexy in this. I swear
The
to
banter
God.
is so funny between those
He's
two.
not dressed sexy. She's not trying to be sexy. She is just sexy. That's a badass. I love her. I really do, Michelle Yeoh. I'll never watch Section 31. I will never watch any of the stuff. I watched part of season 1 and it was done of Discovery. Just terrible. And I'll never watch Strange New Worlds. And if she's in any of them, I'm sorry I don't get to watch this, but I'll watch any martial arts film or action film with her.
I mean,
Yeah, she's wonderful.
the abbreviated name for it is STD, and it's as much wanted as that. So
Yeah, and it infected Star Trek.
yes, it did.
I just love that they're fighting the entire time over who gets to drive.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
They're both driving.
It's like Bond knows 100% he can take on the other guy and beat the hell out of him. And that was Terrence Young and Sean Connery's idea. Oh, that's great.
Sean Connery had some great fight scenes.
And he liked doing his own fight stunts. He really was fond of that.
And
because he was a
good at
fucking
it.
brawler in real life.
I know.
He was a
He could
fighter.
throw punches. Other than other
He's
people.
knocked it. What's really great is like Lee fucking Marvin accidentally said something to Connery's mother. And I can't remember what the fuck it was he said. And Connery heard what he said and came walking towards him. And Lee sees it coming and says, "Not the face, we shoot in the morning."
I love that story.
And it made Connery laugh. And it chilled the moment out. He goes, "Not the face, they shoot in the morning."
It probably did, because that's definitely like military style humor.
No, I
And
mean
both of them
that's a
served.
rule. That's a rule. A lot of actors go pretty much method in fighting to make it look real, but everything above the neck has to be fake. You can hit the chest and wherever, but you don't hit the face.
You
That's
usually
going
have
to
a
be
little
fake
bit of
punches.
padding to help with strikes to the body.
Yeah, but it's also because
By the way,
bruising on
the
your chest or wherever is
stunts-
not going to be visible. You can't fuck up the
The
face.
stunts in this with the helicopter is one of the things that blew me away when I saw this movie. And what I couldn't figure out, because I'm like, that's a real fucking helicopter. How are they doing this? Not killing somebody. And then I found out when they did the special on the DVD, the later Blu-ray, that the blades are CG.
Yep. They did a real good job.
Including the jump. When they jump over the helicopter, blades are CG. I was like, holy shit. I can't see it. I can't see it. That's
That
so
is
well done.
so brilliantly done. Yeah.
Also with the banner, CG, that whole, parts of that building, CG. Really some of the best CG I've seen in a Bond film.
And that
Yeah.
was 97.
The thing about this is still from the era where CG was new. They had to plan it. The problem that's happened now with a lot of CG is it's the whole, oh, we'll fix it up later, or we'll just film the plates. We don't have to get any reference material for CG artists to do things. He'll just do things, and that's why things don't look right anymore for most movies. As much as
This
I
is where
dislike
they go under the
Avatar,
blade. This scene where they go under the blade, man, I'm like, how the fuck did they do that? And then I found out the blades were animated. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, because they look real.
But it's so
I
well
was like,
done.
I
It's
couldn't figure out how
incredible.
they fucking did this. Did they do set like the helicopter is shot and then the bike is shot, you know, and then they combine the shots? I'm like, how did they do that? I was like trying to figure it out. And it was all they had to do was dangle the fucking helicopter and then later add the CG blades. Brilliantly done. Great action scene. And then he takes that fucking strap and hook and throws it up into the rear blade. It's like, oh man, he's fucked those guys.
That was so good, yeah.
What's this about? Bronson has some childhood stories. Look, man, Bronson's stories. He worked in the fucking coal mines when he was 11. That guy was raised hard. He didn't even speak English until he was 9. He spoke Polish.
yeah. And if you've never seen it, The Foreigner with him and Jackie Chan is also pretty good.
Yeah, look at that, man. That's it's not sexy. It's just beautiful the way she's looking at him right
Oh
there.
no, she's a very beautiful woman. If I could go back in time and marry a woman,
It's the expression. It's
Yeah.
the expression that makes it so beautiful. And I love this that she tricks him.
Yeah, but
And
she could have undone the fucking handcuffs with her earring before
I told you they couldn't do that.
Why
She
didn't
had
she do
one
that?
hand chained to him and the other one helping him drive the fucking motorcycle.
No, not what I'm
No.
saying. They are off the motorcycle. They have a shower there and they begin to take a shower and she waits until she's
Because she
done
wanted to
that.
do this. Obvious, she
Could have
wanted
done
to
that
do
at the
this.
beginning of taking a shower. They just did that to sex it up, and I don't like it. I'm
Well,
sorry.
of course, she wanted to use that to get him off guard so she could do what she needed to do. It's not stupid. It makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes no sense because that pipe, I could tear that apart. That would only stop him
Does
for a
tear it
second.
apart.
Yeah. That only
You know,
stopped
to
him for a
delay
second.
him.
But she slowed him down. That's all she needed to do is slow
For
him
a
down.
fucking second. I'm sorry. I have logic
You're
problems.
just
with this.
whining. You're just whining.
No. That's my
Yeah,
brain.
you are.
That's not me.
This is fine. All she needed to do was to slow him down by a few seconds so she could get to where she needed to go. He tracked her, but he didn't know where she went. He wins.
No, she
That's
doesn't
why
because
she
he
did
ends
it.
up saving her ass because she has no chance against these
No.
guys.
Her goal was to get where she was going.
I know.
She
But
got
she
there
ends
without
up
him finding
needing
her.
him to save her.
No, I'm telling you.
My
That wasn't her
God.
fucking goal. Her goal was to get away from him, to get there to do what she needed to do because that's her headquarters.
You two
She didn't
are
know guys
already
were gonna fucking
married.
Get her.
Yeah, that's
Don't
what people
bother
say.
getting married. You
Christ.
two already are.
Arguing a fucking movie. Jesus Christ.
It's a fact, though. It's a fact that she
one
gets
more
into a
time.
fight that she
It
can't
was
win.
divorce. I'm done with you.
Dude, it's in the movie. She gets into a fight that she can't fucking win. And you agreed with
No,
me.
she
doesn't
can't
have
win
to have
that
the
fight.
body
There was no-
strength.
Look,
See?
man, those
She ends
guys
up
were.
needing him.
Those guys weren't just. Well, they're close to her size. Their mass is greater. They have far greater upper body strength. They have more weight behind them.
She's too
So
skinny.
her kicks aren't going to be much against them. Her punches aren't going to be much against them. What she needs is a fucking weapon. And that was my big complaint about that scene. Done.
Yeah, mine too. She could have picked up anything that was lying around there and using it as a weapon. She
Push.
didn't.
Shut up.
Yeah. That would be the day.
You know, you two might not even need to get married because you'll be divorced by the time you get there.
I will never divorce her. She's amazing.
It's
As much as
tied
she
to,
irritates me. I
it's
fucking love
tied
her
to the
so
visa.
much.
I'm gonna die.
Dude, once I enter the United States on that fiancé visa, we have to get married within 90 days.
Oh,
Tied to
oh,
it, so
Tom.
there you go.
Yeah, exactly. Tom, absolutely. I've seen that interview. It is amazing. That was with Dick Cavett, wasn't it? I think that was Dick Cavett, right? I think that was Dick Cavett. Look it up. Somebody tell me It was Lee Marvin and Charles Bronson together. And I think it was on, for some reason, I remember Dick Cavett being the one that had them together.
Read this.
Yeah, throw in the
Read
towel,
this.
Gary. You lose.
Thank you, Penny. Girl power.
Always listen to your wife, Gary.
I do listen. I just don't always agree or like it. And Anima's got this version of me, which is I don't give a fuck. I'm going to say what I'm going to say no matter what. And
As am I.
so
That's
here
how
we
it
go.
works.
I like this. So he kills the dude. And she goes, I would have had him. And he's like, no, you wouldn't have. She just can't say thank you.
No, she can't.
I do love how
used
many
to working
guns they
alone.
have.
Michelle has learned over the years because she studied, like I say, Chinese ballet with the Chinese opera. And that's the same place where, hold on, Jackie, I'll look it up. Jackie Chan.
You know, the really crazy part is before Super Cop, she was actually retired. Like, she already had made enough from her previous Hong Kong movies. And she actually came out of retirement to have the career of being in like this movie and everything else.
It didn't hurt that she was married to a billionaire as well, so she had her own money, but still, you know, she didn't need to do shit.
It's tempting if you're getting offered a Hollywood career. Who would say no to that? I know some people would, but most of them wouldn't. They would at least go and try. And I'm glad she did. She's good.
That's one avenue women have of getting ahead over men. There's very rare that a guy would get like a billionaire woman interested in them. But a guy, if they find you attractive, they don't care how poor you are.
Sammo Hung. Sammo Hung was the other guy that grew up with him that did the grew up in that Chinese ballet with the opera.
There's a third one who's with
Sammo.
him in Dragons Forever. I forget his name off the top of my head.
Dragons Forever is good. Wheels on Wheels is my favorite film of all time with Jackie Chan and those guys. Just a great fucking movie. One of the best fight scenes I've ever seen was the fight between Jackie Chan and Benny Urquez or Urquidez. Benny the Jet is what he's called.
Yeah, Jackie knows how to get his ass kicked on screen very well.
Gambit, are you not listening to what we are saying? She wouldn't have a chance against these guys.
In real life, no. That's just, it would not work that way.
Fucking way.
He would get pounded into the fucking ground.
And she was already famous in Asia.
Women,
so.
That's what I heard was so good. I still haven't watched the new film, that John Wick ballerina movie. I want to watch it because she's told, fight like a girl, weapons. And I'm like, there you go. There you go. Any martial arts instructor with their weight will tell you that women need to have weapons. And you guys forget that I instructed martial arts as well as was a student of
it. I mean, also just like body weight, like a heavyweight person versus a lightweight person, if they're an equal skill, the heavyweight person's always going to win. Just flat out.
It's the long run. Yes, in the long run. In the short run, you know, that little person's probably going to do some damage. But if that heavier person plays smart and use their size to work, it's like when Conor McGregor went up against the Mountain. He fucking ran. He got a hit in and then ran.
Well, you can use speed and agility to a certain point, but yeah, in the long run. By the way, I loved her office or whatever you want to call it because it's like Q headquarters, Asian style.
Yeah.
Yes, I think this movie is what got her that part. I love that movie, Crouching Tiger. Great fantasy film.
But again, she was already famous in Asia. So.
Oh, yeah. China, she was a star.
This made her an international star. So she
not just in China, the country where she's from, too. And I forget where she's from.
But she's involved with Hong Kong cinema.
She was given a commission, a government commission for what she's done. She's from Malaysia. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce that. IPOH, Malaysia. Ipoh,
probably.
I don't know.
And she was
They
given a special award as an officer for the country. And I'm like, I guess it's their version of knighthood.
Yeah. Hong Kong's a weird history. I mean, that's actually part of the plot line of
That's not Hong Kong. That's Malaysia. I'm talking about Malaysia.
Yeah.
Malaysia gave her that, where she's from.
Look at that boat. It looks so cool. I can't believe that's real.
That stealth boat, man, is based on real designs. And I believe that fucking boat, the way they have it designed, will fucking work. So we're heading into the third act, and this is where you get to see some great fucking actors in little tiny parts.
And you also get to see some really great miniature work. Because you wouldn't know unless you get someone like us tells you.
Who else, when they saw this scene and fucking what is his name in the movie? I always forget his name, the German. Stamper.
Yeah.
Stamper, yeah.
When Stamper, suddenly the door opens and he reaches, he grabs her and pulls her in, and Bond turns and looks like, what just happened? Thought of a fucking haunted house episode of Scooby-Doo when the monster reaches out and grabs somebody. That's all I thought was fucking Scooby-Doo.
That'd be something out of a Jason movie.
Or even that. You know, horror films where somebody just gets grabbed and pulled in to be killed, and the other guy goes, wasn't so-and-so just here? What happened to him?
And this again is proof that she's not very good at what she does, because he knows how to avoid the cameras and she doesn't.
He doesn't.
She immediately gets caught.
She is the worst infiltration person I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
And if they made, you know, with the game, if they wanted to make a game about this realistic, your job as Bond is to keep her from triggering alarms.
No, you playing as her would be hardcore mode.
Crazy shit, man. I do like a lot of the fight scenes with her in this film just the same, even though I know they're unrealistic.
I just love this set.
But you will get the final fight between Rick Deckard and Roy Batty in this movie, which I like. He even picks him up, grabs him and lifts him up. I was like, that's fucking Roy Batty right there.
Oh, I feel so bad about his character, Gupta.
His character was so much more interesting.
Yeah.
And his thing, because they wanted to give the villain an interesting thing. And so he knew, the director knew this guy. He'd seen him years before in San Francisco doing his act, and wanted him in the film because he can throw cards like blades and he can pierce things with the fucking thing. And he's trained other people to do this. God rest his soul, he's dead now. But he does it in the movie. They shot scenes, but they couldn't fit him in. And so they got left on the cutting room floor. And it breaks my heart because that's
is one
so
of the
fucking
characters
cool.
that I would have really seen more of. It's so sad to see him degraded to a henchman, or he could have been a great villain.
The problem with this film, other than the thin story, is also undeveloped villains. Because you have the general who absolutely should have played a part in this story with her, sending her off. We should have seen that relationship and then him betraying her later. I mean, that would have had an impact. That's storytelling. Her being betrayed by the man who sent her on the mission.
Yeah, instead it's, oh yeah, we know he's evil.
Yeah, that's
potential that they didn't touch on.
He just walks by.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, that's the captain.
Pretty weak link.
That's the captain played by Pip. And there he is. That's the German officer going after Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade that liked slapping people with his gloves.
This is how we say goodbye in German, Mr. Bond.
This is how we say goodbye in Austrian. and kisses him, and then fucking stands right in front of him, does fucking step down like that and wobbles a little bit. He goes, and this is how we say goodbye in Germany. Bam! knocks his head back into his dad.
Both of you have
like
lost
the
it with me
Austrian
because
way
it's
better.
goodbye in Austria, not Germany. You mixed up Austria and Germany, so fuck both of you. How dare you?
How
What?
dare you?
How
He
dare
said
you?
Austrian. He said German in the movie. That's how it went.
Yeah,
How dare you?
that's the joke I was
And he's
making.
like, yeah, this is how we say goodbye in Austria. And she kisses Indy, and she goes, and she whispers, "You were the best I ever had." And Connery thinks she's talking to him, and he's
Yeah.
That was great.
And then the German walks over. And he says, "This is Dr. Jones. Is how we say goodbye in Germany." And he fucking punches him right in the face.
So you would say she has a Jones complex?
Oh yeah, she's definitely got a thing about doctors.
She had the father, she had the son.
This is really fucking vicious right here, because
he does. What are you gonna do? Shoot him?
He's got the gun on him. He's hiding behind there, and all of a sudden, fucking Carver asks him, "Did you get everything done that needs to be done to trigger the device?" He goes, "Yes, everything is ready to go, sir." He goes, "Excellent." And then he shoots him, and I'm like, "Oh, you motherfucker!"
That's how
I don't need you anymore. I don't need you.
You killed my hostage. Never do that again.
Here he goes. He's doing it again, monologuing.
Yeah, that's the famous quote. The pictures will provide the war.
Yep. But the amazing thing here is it reminds me of General Kang in Star Trek 60 Undiscovered Country, where he just keeps quoting Shakespeare. And Bones goes, "I'd pay real money to get him to shut up."
I'd pay good money, which once again is like
good money. It's not real money.
I'd pay good money because they're not supposed to. But that's around the time they were being wishy-washy with it.
No, he said real money.
Thank you. That's what I thought he said.
I thought they were on the stupid Starfleet credits or whatever they call it. Of the money.
Here we go. This is a great miniature again. The miniature of this boat, the ships in this are really well done. In fact, the ship with the light shining on him, not real.
You know what? This climax is kind of like Star Trek 6. Hidden ship gets revealed. Both sides blow the shit out of it.
It's very much because it's cloaked. Hold on a second. Which one came out first? What year did 6 come out?
I don't remember. This was 97.
Oh, nobody else has internet, only me. Okay.
Okay, check yourself. Whining bitch. I will never have you no more.
91.
So it came out first. So they stole it. Dude, you're right.
There you go.
You are correct. Correctamundo, as the Fonzie would say.
Oh my god, it even has a specialized torpedo.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god.
The things you learn.
They borrowed from Star Trek 6. I never noticed that before. I noticed that he monologues like General Kang, but they even borrowed other stuff. That's great. What's this? Alpha Vita saying Pet was a great BBC series, 1986-92. I don't know if I know that one. There he is. That's Pip. He's the captain of the ship. And Pip was the villain on the TV series Preacher, which season 1 was good. I liked it.
I really wanted to play the more you know clip, but I couldn't find it. I'm too bad at that. StreamYard is getting too complicated for me.
You know what? The Undiscovered Country does sound like it would be the name of a Bond film. James Bond in The Undiscovered Country.
I don't know. That could be Indiana Jones too.
Works better as an Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the word die in
Yeah,
the title.
right.
Yeah. Indiana Jones in
pussy.
the Undiscovered Country. What country is this? We don't know. It's undiscovered.
And I do want to show this again for those that have joined us later. This is Gerard Butler in this movie. This is his first movie. And he has a line. He says a line. You don't know what the fuck he says with his Scottish brogue. Bill Barkley, if you're watching, you'll know what he says.
Flooding on 4-day out. So we're now down 14 degrees by the stern.
Starboard, now down 14 degrees by the stern.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he said. It's obvious. But with that accent, it's like what?
14 degrees by the stern.
Well, that was the beginning of his career. He did 2 movies that year.
Oh, shit. This is one thing that bothered me, a logic issue. Okay, she's in this room with all this equipment that runs the ship, and these fucking guys are firing full automatic in this room at her.
Yep.
Makes no sense.
0 sense. I'm like, and then she turns around and just shoots it. And I'm like, well, you just keep them shooting at you. They're going to fucking do it for you. That's the entire ship down. I love it. You know, and this, you know, the ship itself, the whole thing is kind of a nod to all the way back with Roger Moore, with the sub base inside of a ship. It's a nod to Thunderball with that special ship or yacht the guy had. Little things like this are so connected. Hey, it's Parrot Head.
And
It's
he's
Backdoor Gary.
misspelling your name.
Gert. I'm Gert. My name is Gert.
Back the door, Gert.
They call me Joe Gert.
No, you're German now. You are German now, Gary. You are Hintertürgert.
Yeah, okay. My name is Josef Gert.
Gert.
Backdoor in German is Hintertür. So you're Hintertürgert.
Hintertürgert.
Instead of back
The war criminal, Hintertürgert.
Here you go, buddy. Hey, Parrot Head, here's yours. We haven't played this in a while.
Si cet ennui pas, on fera la revanche un jour.
Il y a une sortie de secours.
Great little movie. Great little movie.
Crazy good miniatures.
What'd you say?
Crazy good miniatures here.
Allegedly.
Yeah, and a lot of explosions.
That's what you want in a
Department
Bond
had
film.
work on this.
I would love to do a
Bruckheimer.
deep dive and see how many actors were in this that would later become stars. Because I caught a few of them, but I doubt I caught them all.
Yeah, real crazy thing for James Bond. Tomb Raider has Gerard Butler in the second one and Daniel Craig in the first one as Angelina Jolie's love interest.
Well, just so you know, Tom, Pierce was given Casino Royale. And they were going to go back to the basics with it. And kind of, they were considering doing a period piece back during the Cold War and all that shit. There was a lot of talk. They were going to, you know, one of the directors they were talking to. Do you guys know anybody?
No.
Nah.
He was connected to it. He was officially connected to it. Nobody?
Tell us.
Quentin Tarantino.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Quentin Tarantino was considered for directing Pierce Brosnan in Casino Royale. Look it up; it's a real thing.
So
that would have either been amazing.
Instead of the chief hitting bones in the balls, they would have unleashed the gimp.
Right.
I mean, if Quentin could have like not had like the needle drops constantly and went for a classic soundtrack, I could see him doing a good job with that.
Would have been the bloodiest Bond ever.
So what happened to Pierce Brosnan?
Well, my guess is they would have stuck to probably the story, the book. They probably would have really stuck to it.
Here, Tom says this. Did he sack him, or did he drop out, or did they just end it?
It just ended. Yeah, there was no firing. It's like too much time went by, contracts, blah, blah, blah. And
so Timothy Dalton all over.
Yeah, here it is. Pierce Brosnan said that he had spoken with Tarantino, and he had expressed great interest in directing it. That's what it was. He took the idea to Bond producers Michael G. Wilson, which is the stepbrother of Barbara Broccoli, but they eventually rejected it, stating they wanted to go in a new direction. And new direction meant without Pierce.
Shame. A period piece Bond is basically what we've been asking for since the 90s.
I know, right? That is peak Bond, Cold War era.
Well, just certain characters are, of their era. James Bond is of a very particular era.
Yeah. It's like he is a Cold War era character. And that's why even though I would be terrified to see Christopher Nolan direct it, I appreciated what he said, that if he was going to do it, he would take it back to the late 50s or 60s. Because that's where the character belongs.
I mean, if anything, you can add a lot of the shit we found out about what's going on in that era.
There's so many stories to be told, yeah. You don't need to modernize that.
Oh, wait, what's this? In 95, Don Westlake wrote 2 story treatments in collaboration with Wilson, both in which featured a villain who planned to destroy Hong Kong. Well, that was the original thing for this story was, it was supposed to be Hong Kong was the target.
I don't think they were allowed to shoot. I forget what
the problem was, because of everything, the handover from the British to China of Hong Kong, the control of Hong Kong was taking place, and they didn't know what was going to happen. And because of that concern, they decided we won't do that. We'll do this instead. Oh, absolutely. They haven't ruined it yet. That I trust it will happen.
They own it now, and it doesn't feel good.
Worst part is the Broccoli and her brother, stepbrother, freaked out when that Austrian dude that lives in Dubai was going to do a hostile takeover. And they were so afraid of it, they simply took the deal with Amazon to keep him from doing it.
To me, I think one thing you could do, because GoldenEye kind of dealt with it, but it'd be great to have a James Bond that's about basically him being instrumental for the downfall of the Soviet Union.
Well, exactly. It's like, I'll tell you what the death of the Bourne Identity was, or the Bourne franchise, was him always being up against his country. He was always up against the CIA. The CIA were bad guys. And it's like, look, man, every agency has bad guys, but not all of them are bad guys. By the way, the ending of that film, like I said, they're in that boat, they're sopping wet, and you know it's going to be cold. So they're out there and they're watching the searchlights going over. And that ship in the background is not a real ship. That is a miniature, really well done miniature. I think that thing was like 10 feet long. It was a big fucking miniature, giant miniature, like jumbo shrimp. And very well done, looked real. And it shines a light on them and they hide so they can make out, do the naughty. They want to get dirty.
How's that for British-Chinese relations?
But they call for him, and she says they're looking for us, James, and he says let's stay undercover.
Stay undercover. I like the fact also when he's, you know, he referred to himself as a capitalist, whatever, I forget what he said. Decadent
capitalist. She calls him that, or calls Americans that.
I know.
And he says,
but then she goes, well, I have to
Westerns.
admit, I don't carry a red flag or red card, whatever she
I don't
said.
have a little red book. That's what she says.
Yeah, a little red book. That was it.
She calls all Westerners decadent capitalists, and he tells her, well, you picked the right decadent capitalist to be on this mission with. I guess that their banter is awesome.
And then she confesses, I don't really, you know, I'm not that much of a communist, is what she's saying. I'm not really that much of a communist. And I thought that was, God damn it, that was sexy. Everything she did in this movie. We need one. I agree with you, Gambit. One of the things that Keith and I said is that no matter who it was, if they were to make an option with Netflix or with Amazon, it went to Amazon. We need a older Bond series where we start doing some of the books that came out in the 80s. And they were so fucking because they were about Bond really at the end of his career. It was what is his name? James Gardner? Is that it? That wrote those books? I think it is. It's James Gardner. And hold on, let me go look it up.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have an actual
John Gardner. It's John Gardner. I just looked it up. John Gardner. John Gardner wrote those books. And what's great about it is Felix Leiter is still alive, like I said, working as a detective. And his daughter is now in the CIA, and she ends up working with Bond on several missions. So they're great books. And it's an older Bond with some silver coming out in his hair. And I really love thanks, Gambit. I would love to see those books. Each book adapted into a season. All the Gardner books.
Here's one of the nice things you can do now, since we know what happens with Cold War. You could actually plan things out. So what you could do is, at post-World War II, the start of all the British intelligence agencies, James Bond, fresh, young, they're still figuring things out. And then you basically have like a 40-year plan out, you know, till the fall of the Soviet Union, his entire career from his 20s to his 60s.
And by the way, John Gardner wrote the novelization of the film License to Kill. A lot of people don't know that. Because License to Kill was taken from one of the short stories. And they just took the movie script and he adapted it into the book and made their own books. And they did that with several of the movies. But he did License Renewed, For Special Services, Icebreaker. I mean, my God, I fucking love that one. Roll of Honor, Nobody Lives Forever, No Deals, Mr. Bond, Scorpius, Win, Lose, or Die, Broken Claw, The Man from Barbossa, Death is Forever, Never Send Flowers, Sea Fire, and Cold Fall was his final book. Each one of those could be a season.
Yep. Or what I've always thought would be kind of an interesting one, if you get the new batch of people who are like paranoid about secrets, and they decide, one splinter group decides he knows too much about all the old like shit that they did during the Cold War.
If he was going to retire, he would have to be really concerned.
Yeah, like he goes to retirement, and then a faction within the MI6 decides we can't have that, and it could lead to this entire like MI6 civil war. like the equivalent of what happened in Captain America 2, where just like you have everyone on a hair edge in the booths and they're all getting ready to shoot, and then just someone drops a pin and just agents start firing on agents.
Yeah. That kind of shit's exciting.
Yeah.
Where you get into a tense moment like that, it's like, who's who in here? And the only people who know are the ones who are turned, because they all know each other. But everybody else in that room who's not turned is like wondering, well, who the fuck is turned? And that's a scary moment, because you don't know, but they know. MI6 forgot a top secret dossier on the tube in 2022. No shit. Really? On the underground? Fuck off. That's crazy.
I mean, or heck, Operation Underworld, Bond discovering just how close they're tied to the mob. That could be an entire story.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because we know that now. By the way, Deleted, you got another friend here saying greetings. Sashi, you know who that is?
Daughter, right? Zoe?
No, it's not mine.
Oh. I forget.
My daughter gets off in 45 minutes. She's at work right now. Ethan, Deleted Scenes. Are you here? Hello? Hello?
Apparently not.
Hello? Anybody there? I haven't done that in a long time. You did it the other day, Martin. I heard you do it.
I did it today.
Was it today?
Yeah.
My days run together.
Dude, it was on this fucking stream.
Was
it? Yes.
Yeah.
I think you guys are smoking crack or something.
He was completely gone, and I remember he was looking for some.
I know,
for
he was
something.
looking up stuff, and I asked him what he was looking up, and he didn't even react. And then you did it, yeah.
Yeah, I just ignored you. I was ignoring you.
Scatterbrain.
I'm like, what I figure out is like, this is my general thing. Because I said this to Nads the other night because she was watching a movie. No one will save you movie, where it's an alien home invasion movie, and I got to tell you, man, I love that film up until the last 10 minutes, man. I should say the last 5 minutes, and then I'm like, what the fuck? This is how you're going to end this movie. I'm like, man, you made a great fucking movie with great scares and jumps and fucking good stuff, great effects, and this is how you end your fucking movie. That pissed me off. But she watched it, and I lied to her. I told her the truth. I said, the movie ends with music and a dance scene. And she goes, what? Oh, Gary's spoiling the movie. I said, I might be lying. I might just be trying to set you up.
Oh, you're always fucking with people. Anyway, should we do final thoughts on this?
Yes.
No, I don't think so. I think that Deleted Scenes has left us, and we need to wait here. Oh, you're finally back? All right. Who's Sashi?
Sashi is our man from the future, and he's a great supporter of my channel.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Outstanding. It is really nice to meet you, Sashi.
Yeah. What did I think of the movie? I like it. It's a fun movie. Is it perfect? No. The villains are underwritten. I thought Stamper was a better villain. In Stamper and Kaufman in the end are better villains than Carver actually is. But other than that, it's fine. It's an action film. It's entertaining. It's okay. I had fun with it.
Out of with a score, 1 star being the worst, and 10 being the best, 10 being like From Russia with Love. Where do you put this movie?
7 out of 10.
It's
7.75. It's fine. Yeah.
You're going to be interested when I respond. Shinatsky.
I give it about an 8 or a 9. But then again, I was like a teenager when this came out, and this is just like, I guess, introduced
when you
me.
grow up with a movie, you tend to love it more than you should. I know, I get it.
Yeah, it's like, it's still like, thinking back on it, it's still probably the one I have the most favoritism towards. As a film, I'd say a 7 or 8. As like pure enjoyment factor I get from it, an 8 or 9.
Did it give you naughty dreams about Michelle?
Well, yeah, having Michelle Yeoh definitely is like that
That's what I thought.
pushes it, because it's just this amazingly beautiful woman, and not even just sexy. It's just she's just beautiful. I don't know how to describe it other than that.
She's
she doesn't. She's not sultry. She's just, there's something about her that's just alluring, and I get it. I've seen it since the beginning. I watched that fucking Super Cop movie with her and Jackie Chan, and I'm like, who is this chick? She's great. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
I love that movie.
I saw her in Super Cop prior beforehand. I was like, this woman's awesome, and then she's in a Bond movie. Yeah, it's great. Like 14-year-old me was super happy.
Does Martine get to vote?
I'm going to you first.
Oh, okay. 7, because like Shanatsky said, underwritten villains. I wanted to see Gupta as a villain, not as a henchman. And I fucking wanted to see Stamper stomp that guy's head, because they did that scene and then they cut it.
It was great. His name is Stamper, and he stamped the fuck out of that guy.
And they cut it out, and I want that fucking scene in the movie because it's awesome.
Why did they cut it, man?
I don't know.
Fucking crazy. It is violent the way he did it, but goddamn, man, that's fucking cool.
He's a violent guy. I mean, he's the Yahtzee poster boy, the way he looks.
So I posted in there, guys. Everybody, please, we would love to get your 1 through 10 stars review for this movie. What you thought, and I'll read them off and as we move along. So please share your score for this movie, 1 to 10. Okay, Tom Baker. Before we get to Martin, I'm just going to go do this one. Tomorrow, 7 out of 10. Die Another Day, 6 out of 10. Okay.
That's not what we were asking, Gambit. We asked you to rate the movie.
Well, that's Tom Baker.
Yeah, but Gambit says the title song is bullshit, and we've been over that. It is bullshit.
Yeah, it's okay. No, it's okay. That's okay. Stop scolding the audience.
No, I'm just saying.
I can't help it. I'm Austrian.
Fuck you.
We want things done a certain way around here, mister.
We asked so 7 out of 10. Here.
Yeah, we asked the question. I love that joke so much.
It is great.
He goes up, he says, you want to hear a really great German joke? And he goes, sure. He goes, knock, knock. And he goes, who's there? And then he slaps him in the face really hard. And he goes, we'll ask the questions here.
So, Sashi gives it a 6.
6 out of 10. Okay. Gambit, we want your score.
Yeah. Give us your
Penny,
score.
Everybody that's here, please give us your score on this. And let's go. Anima, what was your score?
I already did that.
I didn't hear your number because I was paying attention to what's going on in the chat. A what?
7.
7? Okay. Martin, your turn.
You really want to do this?
Yeah. Come on. You don't have to be nasty about it. Just fucking give your score and say what it is you like and what you didn't like.
4.5.
4.5. Okay. And what did you like?
Michelle Yeoh. The bike, the beautiful white bike.
It is a really nice BMW. It is.
Some of the fighting. I like Moneypenny and his in her interactions with Bond.
And she's a real Bond, by the way. That's her name.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is.
I like the German hitman. Not the Stamper.
Italian
I didn't,
actor.
Yeah, I didn't like Stamper.
That's Stamper. You like the other guy. Got
Yeah.
you. Stamper was kind of an overtop kind of character. Like I said, he was a callback to the character played by
Jaws.
What's his name? No, Quint. The that played Quentin Jaws.
Robert Shaw.
Robert Shaw in From Russia with Love with the blonde hair, and he was lean and muscular.
There was
and he could
one
be hit
thing
and showed no pain, and that was what he was doing. He was showing no pain. Fucking stabbed him multiple times and showed little pain. And what does he yell when he gets fucking his foot crushed by the rocket?
He says "oh nine," and no German would say
"oh
nine."
no,
It's like, "oh no,
oh no." Not
he would
like,
say "oh
like,
scheiße."
fuck. No, he didn't cuss because I think his character had that condition where he didn't feel pain. I suspect that's what's up.
Yeah,
with
but
his
he
character.
knew he was stuck there, so he was.
Which is odd
definitely
because
something.
just as a crossover, before you continue, Martin, the Blade Runner sequel book, Blade Runner 2, they find out that there is a real Roy Batty. He was based on a real person. When you meet this guy, he's a villain in the book. He suffers from that condition in the book. I thought that was neat. So again, this guy looks like Roy Batty and a nod to the character from Russia with Love. Okay, back to what you disliked.
Oh, what I dislike? Yeah.
We'll be here until tomorrow.
Give me 5 things.
The whole opening sequence. No, he couldn't. He should have died. He couldn't have even started yet. Everybody's fighting at him. No, he should have died. They should have gone for a more intelligent way to do that scene. The fact that the CIA didn't know they had lost a red box. They should have known. They may say they didn't know who has
They
it.
knew it was missing. They knew it was missing. Because he kind of makes that clear. Because he says, "Where did you find that?" He said, and he behaved in a way that said that they knew something was missing.
Yeah.
That's how I read that.
Yeah, Carver was very caricaturesque to my liking.
Okay.
They should have toned it down a little, and it would have worked better.
I think if he'd been darker and less flashy,
bombastic, yeah.
Because I would have liked a darker, more scary villain.
I start the ratings from chat, Gary.
I must admit, it
I
has
start
happened.
the comments that have ratings in the chat.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Martin. I'm sorry.
I know it has happened, but I think I still find the plot kind of meh. I'm gonna start a war to sell newspapers. Fuck no.
It's happened.
I know. I said that. I know it's happened, but I expected more from this. Well, yeah, the whole Bond driving the car and doing donuts for the first time, he's using it. So Geddes too. No, I didn't like that. It should have at least have a learning curve. Apart from that, oh well, the every time that he does an action, he has to make a smart
the snide remark. The snarky remark. Yeah. You didn't like that. That's typical. They were trying to bring back the Roger Moore Bond.
However, aside from his voice, and he cannot do anything about it. His voice is too soft for my taste, but you nailed it. His body language and his facial acting is like I think a man like that should be.
The ice cold
with that
stare
coldness.
that he has.
Yeah, because when he goes into kill mode, he is ice cold, and I fucking love that. So there we go. Okay, so you gave it a 4.5. All right. So my turn, which is I would love to give this movie an 8. I really would, but the writing in it is so bad at times that, and it's nobody's fault. They were rushed to make this movie. I get it. I think for the pressure that was on to make this movie, I think they did the best they could. And there were a lot of fucking rewrites going into this. They were shooting without out a finished script. And that's why Anthony Hopkins quit. He said, fuck this. I don't need this kind of insanity in my life. And so
they
he walked
got
out.
the script as they started shooting a scene. And that's not very professional.
That's not.
And
it pissed him off. He got really angry. And because they were making changes at the day. Like they were going to shoot a scene. And he just said, fuck this. And he just walked out. I think he shot some scenes. And I think that he walked out after one too many times of this showing up on the day of shooting with new script. Because that's what he said. That's what he said. They would show up with the script when we were getting ready to shoot. And I'm like, I can't work like this. I
would
need
have
to
loved
process.
to see him in this, though.
I need time to process what's written. So I get it. So before I give my score, I'm going to go over some of these. Let's see, Tom Baker, 7 out of 10. Sashi gives it a 6 out of 10. Penny, a 7 out of 10. Tomorrow, 6 out of 10. 7 out of 10. And then Gambit corrects himself and says, no, not 6, scratch that, 7 out of 10. Let's see.
No, we're
we'll
going
get
Where's
to
this
them.
movie?
We'll get to
Yeah,
them.
we'll
We're
get
not
to
there
them.
yet.
Yeah, we're gonna finish these, and then we're gonna come back and do all the other Bond films. Just maybe one a month or one every 2 months, because we got other films we want to do, and there's just not enough time in the world. And so that's it for the scores. My score is absolutely a 7. My 7 is based solely on the script. I also don't like the casting of Terry Hatcher. I didn't like her in the film. She's pretty and all, but she's not a Bond girl to me. That needed to be somebody, and also you need to show that fucking history, and it's just like it's not there. It's just nothing was there with her.
They
None of
should
it
have
worked.
brought the Bond girl back from Russia with Love. That would have made sense.
That would have worked, because that's one of the things they talked about. It's like we should bring back somebody that he's had a relationship with in a previous film, not this actor, but the character Bond, because he is the same Bond. It's always the same Bond. And all the way up until Craig. So basically, I felt that this film could have easily been an 8 with some better writing, and it could have been a 9 with better casting, because I've in cast development, character development, easily a 9. It's never going to be a 10, but this easily could have been a 9 if they had just worked on their villains better, worked on their casting better, because Terry Hatch was awful.
You could tell she didn't want to be there, and that's just bad.
Bad writing. So that's 3 things that knocks us down to 7. Each one of those is basically a star lost. So, boom, there you go.
All right.
Oh, we're going to do them all, Gambit. We're going to get to them, all of them. I own all of the films. I even got the fan edit, the really good fan edit of Never Say Never Again, and we will do that one. Cameron, okay, take care.
And we out too. We're over half.
Yeah, we got to get out of here. End the show. I'm waiting.
Oh, I need to go.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I waited for you to tell me that.
Bye-bye.
We're going to get out of here. Everybody have a great weekend, and we'll see you again on Monday. We're going to have a special guest. Dale Dye is going to join us to talk about the film The Beast of War, a film that he not only served as military technical advisor on, but he also was in the film as one of the helicopter pilots. So looking forward to doing that on Monday. So you guys take care. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you all Monday. Bye now.
Bye.